let the thumb get away, baby. Hey fam, what's up, what's up, what's up? This is Robert Anton here, robertantonnyc.com, coming to you with your no-frills commentary from a singer. We are watching The Voice tonight. It was the second night of the premiere, and then we're going to get right into it and tell you what happened. We opened up with a review of yesterday's show, and I'm still so excited about the chemistry of the coaches and the fun they seem to be having getting back together. It's just really nice and refreshing. And a lot of the comedy, I'll be thinking I'm missing some of the comedy from the artists who are bad and stuff like that, but a lot of the comedy of this show comes from the coaches interacting and making fun of each other and all that different stuff. So that's just a change from the other shows, which is really nice. We started out with Jacquie Lee. She was 16. She did Back to Black by Amy Winehouse. Another good start to the show, just like yesterday, a nice tempo, you know, to get us going. She had folks rocking before she even sang with that song. As soon as the music started, you know, people knew it. They were like, oh, okay, okay. I like the sound of her voice and the way she just laid in the rhythm of the music, you know. She seemed a little nervous the further she went, and the coaches weren't hitting their buttons, right? Blake and Xtina chimed in at the very last minute, so it's good she kept herself going and stuff. Even though I can see she seemed to be like, okay, are they gonna turn around or what, you know? CeeLo kept talking about her boots for some reason. It was comedy. And the coaches had a great exchange making her laugh. Xtina said Jacquie would be blind to go with Blake as a coach. Blake said he specializes in 16-year-old girls, winning the show, while Jacquie chose Xtina because she was feeling Xtina in the moment. Barry Black was next. He was 27. He did What You Won't Do for Love, Bobby Caldwell. And he played the guitar and then played the flugelhorn, but with his mouth. So he was just like, I can't do it. Can you do that? During the opening of the song, he did all of this, right? So it was a lot in there right in the beginning. And he had the coaches going, what's that? You know, right away they were like, what's up? You know, something special, something very unique. Adam chimed in first. This guy had a really nice, smooth tone with a little bit of an edge. Blake chimed in next, and he had me grooving to his performance, just the whole performance. Adam said he was curious to see what's happening. And Blake said he turned because he thought he was a great artist. Then Adam called him weird and wonderful. I'm like, where you go? Are you trying to compliment the man or what, Adam? Because it didn't seem to be working. But Barry did choose Adam because he said they're both creative minds. Mike Unser was next. He's 19. He did Dirty Little Secret by the All-American Rejects. And he had a really quirky way of moving and an interesting vocal production. Not exactly my style, but he was doing a good performance. Very comfortable and self-aware with total control of his instrument and a nice, I wrote controlled abandon. He just had a way of just being able to let go, but you could still tell that he had control of everything that was going on. But no coaches turned for him. I was like, what? I do not believe this. He was so good. Adam said he did a great job and told him to keep singing. CeeLo said his pitch was perfect and he reminded him of Blink 182. They would say, oh God, we wish you would have turned and all this different stuff. But you were listening, you heard the guy, you said he did a perfect job, he had a perfect pitch, he sounded good, blah blah blah, but you still didn't turn. What's going on? I'm just really the one that got away. Man, thumb this video up. Don't let it get away. Don't let the thumb get away, baby. Don't let it. Don't be like the voice coaches on Mike Unser. Make sure to thumb the video up. Let me know that you are enjoying it, and let other people that know that you are watching and you're enjoying it. Maybe they'll come on over. Invite them over and tell them we got some good commentary going on. We do some discussion and stuff like that. Come on and join us. All right. Thank you very much. Destinee Quinn was up next. She was 20 years old. She did Cowboy Take Me Away by the Dixie Chicks. And she won an Alice Cooper singing contest when she was 16 and got to work with him, you know. So that was something very interesting. He had Alice Cooper on the little Samsung thing, wishing her luck and all that good stuff. I was kind of surprised she didn't take her guitar up with her, because during the interview and stuff like that, she was talking about playing her guitar and going to gigs and stuff like that. But she had a really good sound and was very much in her element on stage. Xtina turned around first. I think she really shined in her upper register and had a lot of feeling in this performance. CeeLo chimed in next. Xtina said when they turned around, how about that voice? She was like, oh my God. Blake said he missed the bottom end of her voice, and I can understand that. CeeLo said the note at the end sold him on her. Destinee chose Xtina, because she's a powerhouse vocalist and has so much control and can teach her about her voice. Good reason, very good reasons. Cole Vosburg was next. He was 22, did Moving On Up by the Jeffersons. Okay, and I have to note, because I had to look it up myself, by Janet Dubois was the actual singer. She sang it with a choir. I didn't even write down who the choir was. But I was just moving up. Oh my goodness. Okay, so he came out with an electric guitar, right? You know, and he killed this performance. I'm telling you, very bluesy version of the song, and the judges were vibing on it and stuff. CeeLo chimed in first. This was, again, thinking outside the box with this song, just really way outside the box, you know what I'm saying? And it was very well executed, perfectly fit to his voice and style. I really was liking this, really liked this performance. CeeLo said he's a great balance of country and soul. Holly Hunter was next. She was 19. She did The Scientist by Coldplay, and she's a multi-instrumentalist. I forget, you have to look it up. She plays like 4 or 5 different instruments, right? She opened her mouth with that voice, and Blake chimed in immediately. He really loves that sound. That's the sound he likes, you know. I would have expected her to have a fuller sound. This is what I was writing as I was going along, you know, because she had this very, but I wrote, I would have expected her to have a fuller sound. And then she showed more on the second part of the song, and she just opened up. Immediately, Adam and CeeLo chimed in. Xtina chimed in at the very end, and Blake stood for her. Blake said because of her, he's officially excited about this season. You know, pumping her up and stuff, right? Adam said when she hit them high notes, he was really impressed. CeeLo said she has something truly beautifully unique. Before she chose, we got the cliffhanger treatment, you know, they went to commercial first. And then Holly chose Blake. She said because he turned right away and she felt like he knew what he wanted. Sammy C was next. He was 16. He did Where's the Love? Black Eyed Peas version? Anybody? You know, he started out rapping and sounded pretty good, but I wasn't really feeling his nasal sound when he was singing. Singing was not quite on point. Blake was saying, oh, he sounds good, you know, like, right, something like that, but he didn't push his button. He didn't get a chair to turn. CeeLo said he had a good energy and attitude about him. Blake said he was waiting for someone else to push first. He said, I almost pushed, but, you know, I was waiting to see if anybody else was gonna push. Okay. He asked them what he has to do to improve, you know, and to be where they are. And y'all know I love that very good attitude and taking something home with him from this experience to say, okay, I can work on this. And Adam gave him some great advice. He said, dedicate yourself as much to your singing as to your rapping. Because the rapping when he started was off the chain. And then he got to the singing and it wasn't quite there. A lot of rappers are like that if he's going to be a rapper. But if he was going to do that and he knows that his voice isn't great, I would have suggested he chose something that was actually a rap with just a few little lines that he had to sing. He didn't do that. But he could have chosen a better song for where he is right now. Morgan, Mallory, Shaymari, and Seth Cook all got FaceTime and critiques but didn't make it through. But congratulations for getting on the show and getting some critiques from the judges on camera, you know, that's a good thing. Austin Jinx was up next. He was 25. He did Simple Man by Lynyrd Skynyrd, and he picked up the guitar and dedicated this performance to his dad. I liked his opening and him jumping right into the story of the song. He also had some really nice big notes, and when he hit the really big note near the end, CeeLo and Blake chimed in. Adam said that last note where he went way up sealed it naturally. CeeLo asked if his middle name was Power because he was just so powerful. Blake talked about his rasp but said the power when he went up to that note was what got him. CeeLo also said it was perfect, and Austin chose Blake for his coach. E.G. Daily was next. She was 51. She did Breathe by Faith Hill. 51 in the house, you go girl, you go. Blake said it was not that often that a singer comes along that has that much rasp and can still hit all the notes that she hit, and she was all up in there. And he said she even hit some falsetto with rasp in there. It was really nice. She had a really good production in her vocal production. CeeLo said he likes it when rasp is someone's reality, and she reminded him of Rod Stewart. Adam and Xtina were trying to get her to go with CeeLo. And I was thinking to myself, she reminds me of someone. She reminds me, and I was trying to think and I was trying to think and I couldn't. And then when I was typing and I was like, oh, she reminds me of like old Stevie Nicks, you know, from Fleetwood Mac. I was, yeah, did she remind you guys of her? And she did remind me of that. Then there comes a later comment that was funny. We're gonna get to it. Jonny Gray was up next. He was 29. He did All These Things That I've Done by The Killers. Adam was like, damn, when he started, he was like, damn, You know, like he didn't turn around right away, but he was like, damn, you know, because he started out really nice. I like the song choice, and he had a great start and was working with the crowd. CeeLo and Adam chimed in first. I don't think I would have turned for him because there was something a little shaky about this performance, but he had a really quirky sound that reminded me of like the old Men at Work lead singer. What was his name? Anybody remember his name? If you do, pop it down in the comments for me. CeeLo said he sings like a soldier. Adam said he thought that he was so different from the beginning of his performance. Blake said he sounded so energetic that he thought he was up there doing high kicks, right? Now, I kind of take that to mean that maybe Blake thought that he was out of breath or something like that, you know what I'm saying? So Jonny chose CeeLo after saying that it would be such an honor to work with Adam in his interview and stuff. And he changed his mind when he was up there on stage. He said he changed his mind because CeeLo threw in a Pearl Jam reference, so he felt like CeeLo really knew his voice. Congrats, CeeLo. That was a really good thing to say. Oh, you remind me of, he said, you remind me of Stevie Nicks, and I forget the name of the singer from Pearl Jam. Last up tonight was Tess Ann Chin. She did Try by Pink, and the audience started standing up as soon as she started singing. Xtina chimed in, Adam and CeeLo, and then Blake followed not far behind. She had a great intensity. It was really killing the song throughout her range. Just, it was solid from top to bottom. There were no weaknesses that I heard. Really, really nice. I liked how she really kept the feeling going throughout the performance. Adam stood for her at the end. CeeLo said she sang the song like a grown woman. She said, I am a grown woman. Do whatever I want. Okay? Adam told her she can easily win The Voice this year. And Blake said no. He said there's nothing you're going to do. He said, I'm not going to lie like Adam did. There is nothing easy about winning this show. But he told her she's so far ahead of the game and it'll be hard to win the show. But he thinks that she can do it. Xtina said she's got so much passion and so much heart, but also a kind, warm sense about her. Tess Ann chose Adam. And I wrote it was a good choice because she wants to be a pop rock artist, you know, so it was a really good choice to trying to go with Adam and find out more about that genre and trying to get those connections and everything. So I like the show. You know what, so far I am not blown away by anybody. I haven't been, at least tonight, I haven't been emotionally touched by anyone, but there were some great varied artists, some people who were really, really good at what they did, and some people whose voices were like just incredible. Who was your favorite tonight, and how do you think the show is coming along so far? This is Robert Anton, robertantonnyc.com. Thanks so much for watching and hanging in there. Make sure to put stuck around at the, if you're still here, in the comments, make sure to tell me you stuck around, and also make sure to check out my other videos that are not The Voice or X Factor. Please, 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 guys, I'm doing some work over here and I need your support. Check out my most recent videos playlist, and yeah, my covers and my comedy and my a lot of new videos coming. I have like 6 in the pipe that need to be edited. So please, please help. Please support. I'll be here for the X Factor tomorrow and Thursday. And I'll be back again next Monday. So I'll see you then. Peace. I'm out.